Have you ever thought about why people say what they say? Now, especially if we're talking about credit cards, you've probably heard people talk about, oh my God, credit cards are the worst thing in the world. And I wish I never got them. And I swear that whoever invented a credit card is
devil himself.
There are those people in the world who talk like that. And then there's people like me who enjoy the fruits of my labor when it comes to being responsible with a credit card. You know, your mom, your dad, your aunt probably always told you to never use credit cards. Or if you're gonna have one, just use one for just emergency purposes only, but never use it. This is the advice that you're getting, that you're taking in from when you're a kid all the way until you're 18 years old and you're ready to venture off into the world. Now, with that advice, you're making decisions based off of what other people are saying, like your family members. But you have to explore for yourself when it comes to anything in life, honestly, not just credit cards, not just, investments. You have to explore for yourself to see, maybe they just have a bad experience. Now let's just get more into the video, into the details. Let's get it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, the Money Mindset channel, where I talk about personal finance and especially investing into the stock market / talk about the principles of real estate. Now we're talking about credit cards. Like, credit cards always get the bad rep because usually the people who are most irresponsible are the ones that have the bad story. Isn't that a coincidence? If you've only saw the bad side of credit cards, why don't you ask yourself, well, why is there credit cards? Is there something good as well as something bad? Well, it's up to you to determine that if it's good or a bad thing for you. Why it would be a bad thing. So if you are financially irresponsible and you're always spending money every time you get your paycheck, if you work a job and you every time you get paid on Friday or Thursday and then the weekend comes, you go and blow your entire check, and so now you're out of money. Now when you're out of money, a credit card can help you, but it shouldn't be for that reason. Now this is how the people that are irresponsible use it. They blow through their check, the weekend comes, and they party it off, they drink it off, and they have fun with their check. Now, by the end of the week, they are broke until the next paycheck. So what do? They go into their purse, they go into their backpack, they go into their wallets, and they find themselves their trusty credit card. Let's just say it has a $1,000 limit. Now I have $1,000 to get me through to my next paycheck. Since it is not in cash and it's not a debit card, I can just swipe and just spend the money as fast as possible. So, people who usually don't track how much they're spending and how much they're taking in, then they obviously get kind of out of hand with their purchases. Swiping, there was a recent study or something about like swiping versus, actually giving up cash. They said that the people who just swipe tend to spend a lot more than people who are actually just giving up cash. And if you could think about it, think about yourself. How do you react and behave when you have cash opposed to swiping your credit card? I know me, cash is just obviously so much harder to give up. I usually like saving my money in cash so that, I feel it and I don't want to give it up. But when I use my credit card, I feel like I just swipe all the time. Even though I do use it responsibly, it's just a lot easier just to go like this. That's why it's bad, because you don't feel emotional pain and, separation from any of your money, even though that is your money because you're swiping, but you got to pay at the end of the month. That's usually what happens with people who are irresponsible. They keep on swiping and then they realize,
oh, my bill is actually more than I actually have in my life and in my pockets and in my bank account. Oh, now I'm in debt.
And that debt is really, really, really expensive. Now, if you look on the flip side, the good things about this. The good things about this, man, I've been having, credit cards for years. Since I've turned 20 years old, I got my first credit card, and now I have 4 credit cards with a total credit limit of $20,000 now in my pocket. I don't have $20,000 in cash, but all 4 of my credit cards equal $20,000. So let's just say I need something and I need money really quick because it's an emergency. I always keep $20,000 on me in the form of credit cards. Now, obviously, I don't use the full $20,000, but whenever I make my everyday purchases and just paying the bills and stuff like that, I use my credit cards. There's a couple things that I want to talk about why it's good and reaping the benefits of the credit cards. Now, we've already talked about the bad side of why people think credit cards are bad. It's because they're irresponsible. Because if that was the case, if credit cards were bad, then why don't I have a bad story for credit cards? I always recommend people to get a credit card. And actually, I got 2 credit card links down below if you want to sign up for the American Express or the Chase Unlimited credit card. Once you sign up, there's a couple sign up bonuses. So if you spend, I think on the Chase one, if you spend $500 within 3 months, then you'll get about $200 back or $150 back, but the links are down below. Check it out. Definitely, if you want to get a credit card, sign up. Why not? Now, my good story is that because I am responsible, I am responsible for my finances and I track what money comes in and what money goes out. So I understand where all my money is going, so it's a lot easier for me to swipe and pay it off at the end of the month because I know I have enough money in cash to pay off my credit card in full every single month. Now, that is the most responsible thing to do. Now, it's the same concept as if I gave you $1,000 and you said you'll pay me back in a month and you don't pay me back in a month. What do you think I'm gonna feel like? I'm gonna be feeling so angry at you because now you keep on telling me that you don't have the $1,000 every single month, and you're always out shopping, you're always out, eating out, and you still haven't owed me, paid me back my $1,000. So of course I'm gonna be mad and bitter and so angry at you. But on the other hand, if I gave you $1,000 and you pay me back $1,000 exactly when you said you were going to pay me back $1,000, I'm more inclined to give you that $1,000 again whenever you need it. And actually, I'll probably be more inclined to give you more than $1,000 if you ask for it. Let's just say you want to pay, you needed $2,000 from me, and obviously in the past you've been paying back that $1,000 every single time. Every single day that you say you're going to pay it back. Of course, I will feel safe about giving you $2,000 because I know from the history of you taking $1,000 from me and paying me back that you'll give me my money back when you say you will. So that's exactly why there's a good side of the story, because you're responsible with somebody else's money. And with credit cards, they reward you with reward points. My friend just signed up for the Chase Unlimited card. He got approved, and once he was approved, I got $100 for a sign-up bonus because he got approved and he got the credit card now using my link down below. And so see, out of nowhere, since my friend already wanted a credit card, he signed up, and then once he got approved, I got some money. So of course, that's an easy $100 that I didn't have to do anything other than recommend it to him. That's why it's so nice to have a credit card, because if I just had cash, I could have gotten an extra $100. Also, with the points, the cash back, the 1%, 2%, and sometimes even 3% cash back on all purchases, I've racked up so much money over the last couple years. Probably about $700-800 in sign-up bonuses and cash back points that paid for a flight and paid for a vacation and paid for a cruise for me, that I literally didn't have to do anything other than just pay my daily expenses and my bills, which I already needed to do. So you might as well get something good out of it. Now, I told you about the bad side of credit cards and I told you about the good side of credit cards. Now you have to ask yourself if you can be financially responsible with a credit card and having that much access to money and not be tempted to spend it. You have to ask yourself that question. And if you feel like, and you know yourself, that you can't, help yourself and only take money, from credit cards, you shouldn't have a credit card. That's when I recommend that you probably shouldn't have a credit card and you need to become more disciplined. Now, on the other hand, if you feel like I always pay my stuff off on time, I'm always good for it, you might as well reap the benefits of a credit card and get all those points and start getting cash back and stuff like that. So that does it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, please, and like the video. Actually, smash the like button. I would appreciate it so much because the YouTube algorithm is going to push all my content to the people so that we can connect with more other people so that they can subscribe and that they can learn some free and great information and content that they've never seen before. So keep on liking it, keep on subscribing, and guys, remember, ask yourself, is it a good idea for me to get a credit card or is it not? And if it's not, then it's all right. Then you're just missing out on all the cash back and everything like that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.